The first folio said in 1623, Shakespeare was not of an age, but for all time.
Pray, you let Cassius be received again. Prove.
I think that's truer today even than it was then. We need his characters, we need his stories.
He's just about as accurate as you can be about the human condition. That's why we read him. When he's good, my God, there's just no one better.
Beware the Ides of March.
Henry and Emily Folger gave a magnificent gift to the American people.
It has a little bit of everything. It has visual art, it has music, it has theater, it has research. I feel connected to it, and I just want it to last, so we want to put our support behind it.
You have one touch and you have to keep going. It's sort of a virtuous addiction. We see that in our own family, and I think this project we're undertaking is going to take that magic and push it out to so many more people.
Long live the king!
There's a lot of hunger out there from little kids right up to old people who want to know something about Shakespeare and its time, and I think we want to feed that hunger, and this is something that the Folger is really well positioned to do.
My greatest hope for the future for the Folger is to make it an approachable and warm and welcoming space to anyone at any level of interest they might have.
Right now, this building can only accommodate a certain number of visitors. It requires a leap into the 21st century in terms of spaces and technology and accessibility.
The board and management have spent a lot of really deep, thoughtful time making sure that we develop changes to the building in a way that is very effective. The plan is well thought through, and the plan is really exciting.
We're going to create 12,000 square feet of new public space, including a beautiful entry coming in through 2 gardens so that everyone can see as soon as they're at the corner, there is something in here for you. And then they'll come in and we will show them the great things that we have.
The timing could not be better. The building is over 80 years old. Technology has changed over the last 8 decades. We have an opportunity to show Shakespeare in a way that has never been done before.
That I may pour my spirits in thine ear.
These immersive exhibitions are going to be phenomenal. They will take a play or a subject and present questions for the visitor to try to answer, questions from the play that are universal questions.
The building renovations will give us a chance to show off the great books that the Folger has. There's nothing like seeing the original book to stimulate interest in reading the books, in studying the books, and learning about history.
Upstairs, we'll be able to take the Great Hall, which until now has been used for exhibitions and so has been forced to be dark, and we will open up those windows and restore it to its original intention, which is as a beautiful social space where people can talk to each other and they can even have a cup of coffee.
It is a project designed to ensure that people understand how Shakespeare is relevant to the 21st century, how it's accessible to everyone, all ages, all ethnicities, and how the themes that he writes about are universal.
I think a lot of people walk down East Capitol and they think the Folger is a bank or something. So I think, one, just giving it an identity, especially in this important corner in the city, is hugely powerful.
This is going to put Folger and Shakespeare on the map in a very different way within Washington, D.C. This is going to draw you in. You're going to want to come here.
The Wonder of Will campaign will make possible this transformative change in our building.
It is for $50 million, which is an enormous amount for the Folger at this stage in his history to raise, but we're going to do it.
$38 million in this campaign will cover the physical transformation of the Folger. $8 million will cover the programming that will bring people in and delight them when they get here, and $4 million will help us deal with the changes that we need to make as we become a more public institution.
This is a moment in the history of the Folger where we need to dig down in our hearts and say, this matters, this really matters, scholarship matters, Shakespeare matters. We need to look ourselves in the mirror and say, what's the right thing to do? And the right thing right now is to contribute to the Folger.
This is a place of reverence for literature, for history, for theater, for Shakespeare himself. Henry and Emily Folger made this extraordinary gift, and it's our responsibility to continue that gift to the world.